Assalamu alaikum. Friends, one scary alien species in Parasite attack. Humans were becoming such a strange beast, whose food is the head of man, diameter top, Hadu, bites people's heads. The work of these aliens. This movie today, Japanese famous anime series, Parasite live-action movie. I hope the movie is yours. It would be awesome, and yes, this is the first part. The second part will come advanced, so don't want to miss. Subscribe by pressing the bell button. At the beginning of the story, we see some weird little small soul from the sea water to the city. Going forward, they are named Parasite. Then we are one. I can see if people with his wife was asleep. And right then, that alien parasite came. I fell on that guy's ear. As soon as the parasite enters the ear, the man terrifyingly starts to squirm. But after a while, the man calmed down and fell asleep as again, if nothing happened. Then a boy named Shinichi is shown whether putting headphones in ears and listening to music. Then came another alien parasite, trying to get inside his ear. But Shinichi put headphones on ears, which is why this parasite, you can't get into the ears of Sinclair. And when the parasite goes inside the ear, there is no road. Then he's sinister, trying to get through the nose, but nothing because of the entrance. Ear, eyes open, and he's fast. Catch the parachute, throw away. But even then, that parasite towards Shinichi keep coming forward. So Shinichi, one for fear, pick up the book and parade, trying to hit. But right then, the parasite is in his hands. Cut the skin a little with a bite inside the hand. He goes in and through his hands towards the body. Keep going. Seeing this scene, he got absolutely nervous downstairs. A quick rope. Raise your hands and tie them tightly. The parasite inside his body can't go anymore, but the parasite is in the hand because of Dogger. Shinichi continues to suffer a lot, which is why she's loud, started screaming out loud, and hearing the screams of Shinichi, her mom to her, run away. Then Shinichi tells his mother, Mom has a bug in my hand. Enter. But when Shinichi's mother has her hand, then in his hands, nothing he can't see. See it, Shinichi's mother seems to. Shinichi may be having fun with her. So this leaves the room. But in the meantime, thinking of Shinichi, let's find out where the dog really is. So whatever. The next morning, when Shinichi was having breakfast, his right hand, any hand, the parasite entered. That hand to Shinichi, starting to feel pretty weird. Then we see the man who's inside the ear. That parasite entered. That guy starts acting pretty weird. And his eyes, it keeps getting turned upside down as his above the body. He had no control. And after a while, that guy goes to his wife. And then, suddenly his face, huge Souls-like, it opens strangely. There were many eyes inside. And now his wife, before you realize it, the man is his wife's head. One instantly, cut and eat. Here we understand this parasite actually through people's ears, taking hold of their brains. And then, of the people, as you wish, start to control. Then I can see that Shinichi, whether with his girlfriend, going to school. But today, the behavior of Shinichi, absolutely, it was different. And in his hands, the parasite entered. On that hand, her nose, there was no control. His hand is strange. She is her girlfriend, starts to touch. And suddenly, he's his girlfriend. Private parties. See it, Shinichi's girlfriend is on top of him. Go away from here. Then Shinichi, when sitting in class, then forget his eraser, fall down and cinch. When he tries to take it, eraser can't lift because from her, quite a bit away, fell. But then, suddenly his hand lifts the eraser as long as rubber. Seeing this incident, Senik is absolutely surprised. And he is nothing. Don't understand that actually. With her, what are these? So whatever. When the class is over, Senik was playing basketball with his friends. He is far away, absolutely straight. In the basketball drops the ball. See it, her friends. Everyone is surprised, and not to mention his friends as well. How did Shinichi do this? So whatever. Then Shinichi bored. When Ochindi gets home, then he's about it on the internet, starting to research. But he's not about it. Get the information. No, that's right. Suddenly from his hand, one eye come out. But Shinichi, with watching, he hid his eyes inside his hands again. See it? Shinichi is absolutely scared and he's afraid. Raise your hand. The place goes to the cut from where that I came out. But then, his hand is a big snake. Changing started to scare him, and then, that hand, a small one, life changes. She herself was too scared and he owned up. Who asked the hand, "Who are you?" Then immediately his hand, he repeats it. "Who are you?" This time Shinichi tells herself to cry. What has happened to my hands? Then the soul. Then he started talking again and again. He tells Shinichi that, "I'm your hand. I ate." On the other side, we see that guy, or yourself, wife's head, ate. Now that guy, sitting in front of the TV, people are starting to learn languages. With, we do that too. I see this guy is his wife. The whole autumn has eaten. Then the next morning, when Shinichi wakes up, he finds that the soul that, with his hand, there is a cross. She reads Shinichi's laptop and books. The rituals of the behavior is learning all this. I heard that soul saying that I went to the hospital and I will overcome and separate you from me. Look at what the soul says. If you do that, then you might different from me. It will be, but you, with one hand, will be lost forever. And I know you would never do that. The soul here tells Shinichi that I am your whole self. I tried to catch it, but you are your hand, tied with rope and in front of me. Don't give up. So now I'm only with your hand. I took the risk. Now we are both absolutely with each other, mixed up with soul. She calls herself that too. Don't worry, I'm your no. Don't hurt. Because if you're anything, so do I will die. This time here, Senior, a little ape comes to believe in that creature because he understands. I hope this life doesn't hurt him now. Sneeze that soul by asking, well, what's your name? Then the soul says, that Yumiji me. You can call. Then he down when goes to school. Then there's the cloud. Many books. Keep reading. As a result it's about which people begin to know more. The cloud is too much. That was cute. Whenever Sin gets out of the classroom, then the cloud in class next door students to practice fighting. Keep looking deeply. Cloud with too much attention. See their fighting skills. And he himself, some of these. Learn. Then when Shinichi sits in painting class, drawing pictures, then that soul. The hand of Shinichi is very beautiful of his girlfriend. Picture, throw it away. Right then, Shinichi's girlfriend moves in there. And when he, painted by her boyfriend's hand, looking at your beautiful picture, then he's pretty much over the sin. He was happy and told her, the first time you made a mistake is my private. The party was touched, but if you do it again, but I will take your knowledge. Saying this, he goes from there. After school holidays, when she herself at home, and again in the bathtub, go down to shore then say Cloud, I want to investigate your fall. Shinichi forbids him to work but the Cloud, different parts of his body, starting to see, and all his bodies, after watching parts, clouds over Shinichi, keep smiling. And here, we can find out, between the clouds and the sun, pretty good now. Friendship is done. The two are now together. Learn it to stay. On the other side, we are out of town. I see, we're many more. Parasite other, the human body, totally taken by the wrist. And those parasites, like people, kill and kill. Eating. The news is now all over the city. No ordinary people. I didn't know that people. Who is actually killing? Another day is when Shinichi goes to the market. Says Shinichi that I'm in this neighborhood. No like me. Getting the feeling of having a parasite. Now Shinichi will ignore his words. But me, he was forced into a restaurant. There he is one. He sees people. And in the shadows of the people, the parasite absolutely took over. Whom to see? It looked very scary. And that guy, an ordinary man, killing and eating. Here's that guy when he's in Sinclair. Can see, then he understands. That Senior, there is also a parasite in the shark. For this reason, Shinichi, human flesh, gives as food, but Shinichi, to eat meat, refused. See it, understanding maybe the man that's in the sunshine. There is a parasite. That parasite actually, Senior, above the body, fully controlled. Couldn't take, and this parasite only with her hands are attached. To understand and that guy would think of killing Shinichi, but before he thought about it, with Shinichi's hand, added parasites, i.e. Cloud. Understand that the guy is going to kill Shinichi now. So Cloud tells Shinichi that the guy will kill you. Get as fast as possible. Get away from here. Understanding this, Shinichi tries to get out, but he can't open the door anyway. Right then, that guy coming to Shinichi and her cut your own hand. Says Migi, you left Shinichi's hand. Get in my hands. But Migi, there are so many good friendships between the two. It was done. And Migi, the summer of Shinichi, also had a lot of life. So Migi, get into that guy's hands. Rejected. And seeing this, that guy gets angry. And he's on top of Shinichi. Started to attack. But here, with that parasite to save Migi Shinichi's life. Fighting. And since Migi, at Shinichi's school, fighting students, saw. So Migi, that fight, Parasite head using moves. Absolutely. Separated from the shadows. As a result of Parasite, that's where he dies. Right then, someone there won. Keep coming. So the guy, before seeing Shinichi early, from there through the back road, goes out. Now back home. Her mom. About these, nothing says. Meanwhile in the news, to be kept every day in the city. Some people going missing, whose bodies are not found. The police on this, nothing knows that actually people who and why or missing now in the whole city. Nobody really knew these guys except Cindy. Parasites, killing and eating. Here as Shinichi, his friend, tell Maggie that look, you tell your parasite friends, don't let them kill people like that. Then the Cloud answers, see that, like you, people are vegetables. Kill the animals and eat them. So are we. People eat. Actually in this, there is nothing wrong with created to eat people. And my words, since you say, then you're whole above the body. I have no control since. So whatever you eat, from that, I'm enough. Get energy. I don't need to eat people anymore. Now the next day, Cloud, when Shinichi goes to school, tell him that like me in this neighborhood, I think there is another parasite. And that parasite is someone else. 9 rather, it was a teacher, whose name is Reiko Tamizer. When Shinichi sees the teacher, then he realized that they're this teacher, a parasite infected. You can understand that teacher there is also a parasite attached to the Shinichi. So now after school teacher sneezes to himself. Call and say that you have no need to be scared of me. I'm here. This is why I came as if I were people. Learning behavior among the people can stay with she tells it to that I matched with another parasite. I made myself pregnant as if this learn that too children who meet parasites will be born. She actually will be human or none parasite. Then that teacher, she herself introduced with 2 more parasites. Those whose bodies were infected by parasites. Among them, there was one high school student and there was another, a police officer. The teacher tells Shinichi that we have a group of 3. Those who give all the news to each other so that we all, among the people, I can hide. And teacher, say more to Shinichi that you should also win in our group. But Shinichi doesn't work with their group. Don't agree. Then the teacher tells Shinichi that's okay. If you don't want to win in our group, that's your wish. But about us, as if some of the letters can't know if you are about us. Someone said we were parasites. Then we Jan to you. Don't give up. Says this. The 3 of them started going from there. But before going, that police officer, Shinichi, very strangely, keep looking. So whatever. Migi here. Keep telling Shinichi the parasite in the middle of your teacher is absolutely quiet. Me to this day, calm like him. I have never seen a parasite in the midst of this police officer. My little one sounds like a noise. So you are from the police officer. A little alert. And when Shinichi returns, in your own home, right then, in front of him on the road, that parasite, the police officer came. Police officer, I was very angry with Shinichi because he knew that parasite that died in that restaurant a few days ago. Him Shinichi killed. For this reason, police officer to kill Shinichi. On top of attacked, but Migi, police officer's assault stops. Shinichi saves. Then the Cloud with the police officer. The fight begins, and here, between the 2, strong fight begins. And when the Cloud and that police officer struggling, Shinichi then moving forward with intelligence. With other hand, there is an iron in the police officer's stomach. In. As a result of the police officers, blood starts in the book. And since this parasite is one, it was in the human body. The police officer's office get weak. The parasite also weakens and falls there. Then he, going straight to your own house, started to go, and more so. This police officer's shock due to bleeding absolutely stops working. The parasite that was in the body of the police officer, he came out of the police station, and now he is one, was looking for a new human body. Right then, on that road, Shinichi's mother, going, get out of the police officer's car. Parasite, Shinichi's mother, it enters the body. At home on the other side, Shinichi was sitting upset a lot, because today, he killed a man. This is why he was thinking guilty or guilty. Right then, Mickey, warning to Shinichi, that police officer parachuted back to us. Coming, listening to this, quite thoughtful. He said that the police officer was killed. But who knew? How is he going again? Done. So whatever. This time yourself. To save. Shinichi hid in a corner with a knife. And right then, Shinichi's mother comes inside the house. Shinichi's mom was acting pretty weird. And seeing this, Cloud realizes that the parasite of that police officer, now Shinichi's mother, has moved to Sair. So Cloud, Shinichi's mother, wants killed now. But Shinichi forbids Mege to do this. Because Shinichi loved his mother very much. No child will want to, in his own hands, his mother to kill. But right then, Shinichi's mother turns into a terrifying soul, connected with his mother. The parasite is in the chest of the sinister, absolutely seriously struck. As a result Shinichi of which, falls down with serious injuries. And this time, after beating Shinichi, that parasite from there goes out. Shinichi, because of Shinichi's heart injury here, absolutely, death fell on his face, and he was taking his last breath. Seeing all this, Cloud now get out of his hands to save Shinichi. Go to that part of the body where the piercing went, and Shinichi in this state for hours, lying there. Here we see that Migi back at the hands of Senek again, and just a few hours later, suddenly, Shinichi's knowledge came back. After knowledge returns, Shinichi goes in front of the mirror to see his wounds. But Shinichi, above your body, no wounds, can't see it being Chun. Migi here, tell him I'm your heart. To fix my own some cells or cells of the part, I put it there, which makes your heart like before again. Done, your soul survived, but here, he lived down again. Absolutely was not happy because in this world, only Hermie was with her. But now his mother is in the grip of a parasite. So now, Shinichi on that police officer's parasite. Too much. Then came the fire of revenge. Started to burn. So whatever. Next day, Shinichi, that police officer, goes out to find the parasite. Whether that, Shinichi's mother's arms were taken. And here, we see that Shinichi has now completely changed. Where before he was a ghost, had a boy, but now, in his body, she's so much for Migi's sales leaving. Aggressive R. Got angry. Now he starts looking for that parasite all over town. Whether that, his mother's body was taken over. But he can't find this parasite anywhere else. And right then, he goes to a place like that, where many people gather, and there, a politician, Hirokawa, people gathered to them. He wanted a vote. After seeing the politician, she understands that Nietzsche, the leader, now wants a vote. He is also one himself. She saw it. Nietzsche is absolutely because scared. If that parasite leader wins this election, the whole city, in the midst of danger, can read. Now the next day, when Shinichi goes to school there with him, being transferred, the student sees himself as a parasite and student. The teacher was involved in the group. Here we learn that the teacher wish this student at this school transferred so that this student, on top of Shinichi all the time, can watch. Here is the student in front of the other students, pretend to mesh with Shinichi. They are two. This is the first time meeting. This, that parasite teacher from above was aiming. So at home, after coming, Migi tells Shinichi that since the day your heart is mine, fixed with cells, so many of my fatigues from that day. So now me like for hours a day. Gotta sleep. When I fall asleep, then you take care of yourself. To keep, says this. Migi suddenly fall asleep. Shinichi tries to hard to wake him up, but Migi, and somehow not waking up. On the other side, police officers throughout the city reports of many deaths. They know that the whole city There are some people like
Those
that.
who are.
There are parasites, and those parasites with the human form among all, from hiding, killing people. The police officer knows this, starting to research, and they can know if any parasites enter the human body, then that human head hair, that hair like stuff will start to move. As soon as I know this news, the police broadcast the news on TV. As a result, everyone in the city. Now there is a way to know the parasites found, and then every day we see that transfer in school. Student that was a parasite. And all the girls in this class, except for all students together, painting competition. Here she is. He had his own girlfriend. But that's when a girl is having fun. A hair from the student's head, and pull it together. No hair. Things start to move in reverse. See it? The girl is scared. Because they're to be. Girls understand that. Student 1, parasite. With that parasitic student also realizes that his true form now moved in front of everyone. For this reason, she moves to her true form now, and above those girls, attacked. All the girls here started screaming, and the girls, listening to the voice, Shinichi them, runs away to save. And on the other side, this parasite is also understood. Any parasite student, she's downstairs, watching his true form, leaked. Now inside the classroom, she is her girlfriend. Take a bottle of chemicals straight from that parasite, throw it in the face, which is why the parasite is absolutely started to burn. She totally becomes peekaboo. And then the stones came there, started to attack. This time after a while, Shinichi went there, reached. By then, the parasite had killed many girls. And now fell behind Senichi's girlfriend. Senich seeing this, run down the parasite. And with her, the fight starts. That's right there. Parasite teacher comes on too. Now that teacher, when he sees that this parasite student killed many girls, then he was huge, gets angry. Because of this stupidity of students, the teacher too, the real form in front of the world, can come away. So that teacher, there is a bomb, threw up and ran away from there. But the bomb, before the explosion, Shinichi picked up his girlfriend, down through the window, with jumps. And then, a strong one on the top floor. Blast is. But in this blast, the student who was paralyzed did not die. But he's in a very bad way now. Got hurt. On the other side, Senich's girlfriend outside started looking at Senich very strangely, because even after jumping from the 3rd floor of the building, nothing happened. And now he can understand his girlfriend too. Her boyfriend. Won yourself parasite. Meanwhile, after a while, had a blast on the floor. There comes the police. The police are trying to find out actually who did this blast. But right then, student on top of a police officer attacked, kill him. Then the student, to save yourself, on the roof, started to go. And right then, Migi outside tells Shinichi that student still, he is alive and well. Many more people have been killed. Then Shinichi asks Migi where he is now. In reply, Migi tell him that student is on the roof of the school right now. As soon as you know this, next to Shinji's school building, he went to the roof and made a bow with Migi straight to the chest of that parasite student. Throw! The student is there. Death becomes. Then he himself goes straight to that parasite teacher and ask him, one of your group, there was a police officer. Where is he right now? Then the teacher says to him, you killed him a long time ago. In response, he says below, that him, I kill you. Given the parasite of that police officer. Now my mother's body has taken over. So now I am. Who wants to kill that parasite? Then the teacher tells Shinichi with an address. That's who your mom's parasite is right here. You can get it. Get that address. Scenic straight. He went to the place where his mother was. And in a while, they are two come face to face with each other. Here we see that in the eyes of Shinichi's mother, there was no emotion. That parasite to his mother, fully controlled. Now whenever between these two, the fight will begin. Then Migi, sleep is coming. And Migi tells Shinichi to stay. I'm going to sleep. With that said, he fell asleep. But before sleeping, the last down hand, a sharp tools, fall asleep with a spear. Now Shinichi has to fight alone with his mother. But right then, Shinichi's mother, a terrible one, changing lives, on top of Shinichi, attacked, and Shinichi now himself start to save. But after a while, Shinichi very well with his mother. The fight starts, and whenever Shinichi is going to kill that parasite, right then, she is her mother's throat, can hear the voice. Here's Shinichi's mother. Shinichi is very impressed, starts calling attention. Actually, Shinichi's mother, for a while, take control of the parasite. His son threw in the chin. But right then again, that parasite, mother of Shinichi, take your hands on top of the sun. Straight up attacks. But during the attack, Shinichi's mother, with his hand, increased parasite attacks, stuck, and your son, from death, saves. But now, from Shinichi's mother, bloodless blood, starting with the book. Since the mother of Shinichi is weak, the parasite is also weak, not wanting to take advantage of this opportunity. Going straight, that parasite killed as a result of his mother is there too. Death becomes on the other side. We see that Parasite was a politician. He won his election and is the mayor of the city. Done. Which means the whole danger of this parasite now in this city going to spread. Meanwhile, Shinichi, to meet his girlfriend, goes to the hospital. There we see that someone hide on top of Shinichi. He was watching and that guy was there. Detective Skinny, Shinichi and Miji. He also takes some pictures. And with this weird happening, Parasite, the story of part 1. This is where it ends. The story will come soon. Like this story. Comment, subscribe, and click the bell button. Definitely tell in the comments. Today. Here's saying goodbye. Be good. Hafiz.